And we're back. Let me check the mic is set up on the right mic too. Yep, cool. Coming off of stream yesterday, we cleared Act 4. After Act 4 is the interludes they added. Went through that, played it pretty safe. Cleared the first one completely. Ended up heading to, I think, everything but the reservoir. Cleared all the way up there. Then cleared this third one completely except for Howling Caves. And along the way, we just got a bunch of crazy gear. Pretty lucky with a unique from the guy in Act 3 that just hands out uniques. And then I went back, killed the Yeti. He didn't even hit us. And then killed the boss here, who does a ton of fizz damage. And we one-shot him, so we didn't fight his second phase. I did a decent job. Like, I got some recordings. I don't know if I'm going to make that into a video. But can show off the current gear. And the unique that was gifted to us was the Hollow Mask. Insane unique for anybody who's looking at just doing like a really defensive and tanky build. Fizz damage reduction's not very easy to come by. We've got 15 on our helm, 5 on our shields. And then this node, technically, which in PoB it's showing only as like 5% Fizz EHP. I'm almost positive it's 20%. I'd have to like unpack why that wouldn't be the case, because basically you're taking 25. Oh, I guess it's the difference between, okay, never mind. Maybe this isn't as good as I think it is until we max out our maximum fire resistance, but overall we're really, really tanky. Armor value is pretty low-ish, but we're not looking to juice it. We've got the 20 Fizz damage reduction as well as Fizz taking his Ellie. Also give us some, like a good amount of chaos resistance. Swapped over to two amethyst rings. This one rolled really well. It was chaos plus the high lightning. I think we essenced on fire. And then we ended up jawboning extra Ellie. This one we're waiting to get another essence for it. Just any other resistance would be my guess. Everything else is pretty generic. We're looking to upgrade the belts. Again, I'm kind of waiting on essences. Boots have no resistance at all, but they got the move speed and life. This amulet was incredible. This was from the third interlude, where you're given out amulets. Shows you like a list of like 4 rare amulets. Grabbed it, put on jawbone, shoulder bone, whatever, and hit spirit. Spirit's not actually super useful for us, but of the things that, you know, you could get honor prefix, it's one of the best. And then this is our weapon. All the stats on it fantastic, just really low rolled. So gonna hopefully be seeing weapon upgrade eventually in the future. But yeah, when it comes to gear that mostly does it, I've been mapping a little bit today. It doesn't feel like we're unkillable, but we are pretty safe at the moment.
Welcome.
And I do need to keep checking the vendor for weapons. This belt I was thinking about picking up. And there's no reason not to pick up potential crafting bases, which is so free. Let me label these tabs. And then this one. Plan is to do a good bit of mapping. The 2 T2s we got are a little rough. Could go with this one. Sure. Just cleansed our first corrupted area. I guess that's another thing I didn't even think about. How dangerous are cleansed mobs. Damn, we got a fracture, just straight out. Right out the gate, guaranteed. Let's head over there. Three bosses. But yeah, gonna start out. Probably not gonna stream too long, especially if things start getting way more difficult. But so far, feels really strong. Our setup that we're using in endgame on our softcore character translated 100% to the hardcore character, which is what I thought at the time when I was making it. But nobody gives a fuck unless you prove it, so here we are. Part of what I want to spend the early portion of the stream kind of just ranting about is maybe what kind of video ideas I can push for. I do want to make something at least today. The live streams are good for, I don't know. We'll see if I can get more people either commenting in chats or leaving comments on the live streams. They're not like made for that really, right? Most of it is just, in this case, busy work leveling. Maybe at the start of the video I'm more focused, but by the end I'm definitely way out of it, so I could format the live streams a bit differently, make it easier to turn them into videos, which is something I've tried to do in the past. But that's just as much work in prep time at least. So instead, I'd rather just play when we're live, and then the videos that we end up making be something separate. So of the things that... Ooh, okay. Getting hit by AoE weakness is actually still terrifying right now, so I gotta be real careful. Something else we could pick up is Time of Need. We just don't have the sockets for it somehow. Oh shit. This guy does always bleeds and extra chaos. I don't know how they hit. Of the maps I've ran today, this is one of the most dangerous, so probably shouldn't have started with it, but it is what it is. The idea here being that we could get some more T2 maps if we clear one. So just play it safe, get the clear, and then buy from, or no, I guess you have to clear above. I'm not ready. For Doriani to start selling different. So this probably not worth. I need more time. Lagging out. Not sure what's going on. I feel like something that hardcore players play with is the network always up. That's something else I guess I have to take into account. This map is safe if I just play safe, but it's not safe if I get DC'd. I also need a hardcore blue filter. I feel like this is not showing what I need it to show right now. Or it's not highlighting it, at least. Something else I was thinking of doing... Oh, gotta be careful if... Okay. No Bustle mod, fine. We've hit a few Shadewalkers today, and we're actually pretty strong against their Fizz Dot. That would not be the case if the map mod came with like increased monster damage or something. But as is, they're not doing a lot. I was able to get out in time pretty consistently. When it comes to difficulty, I'm a little unsure. This is the first time I've really done any hardcore plus like logout macro style stuff, right? So just like most of the hardcore characters I've played in the past have been Gauntlet, and at no point have I really tried to keep them alive. Oop, got hit by the curse. Most of the time it's just pushing to maybe clear campaign and then call it. Gauntlet's a different beast in PoE 1. But this has felt a little too easy. And I'm not sure if that's part of maybe what I want to look at making a video on. The current balance of campaign and trying to like mix in what to look for when you're playing as melee in campaign, but like if I wasn't if I didn't die and then run it back so fast, I wouldn't have felt as confident as I do right now in my opinion, just how easy it seems to be set up. The vendors while you're in campaign show so many weapons that anytime if you check them while you're leveling, there's like a big chance they're gonna have good mods on them that you can just regal into, and then the Abyss and Desecration just makes it way more consistent for you to hit what you need. Why I'm playing it a bit safe right now is because we got cursed. I'm gonna look to swap off of, or I don't know. I need to investigate when you get extra gem sockets, if at all. I might just be misremembering because we're running. Oh shit. We're running Hammer of the Gods right now, and my eventual build doesn't, so I might just need to swap that out, and then we'll be in a good spot.
I'm not ready.
Hey, okay. We got a chance to unlock Third Ascend. I have no clue how long it'll take us to do Sanctum. My guess is like 3 or so.
I can't yet.
So I'll stack those a bit. No reason to rush into it. But Third Ascendancy is going to be pretty big for us. It could unlock the opportunity for us to go max fire res. I'd rather do that once we had
Destruction.
either a unique that supports it or just a stronger shield with max fire res on it.
Not ready.
I also want to see if the note on the tree that gives you 2 max fire res got fixed. I can check. Actually, after this map, I'll go check my other guy.
Time.
I expect it's a bug. If it isn't a bug and they're doing some weird shit where like certain wording means that it's not going to apply to the Smith Ascendancy, I'd be pretty frustrated about, but
Feel my wrath.
I guess it was just a bug. I'm pretty happy we made it here. With what seems to be a good setup for pushing maps right in time for whatever patch they're going to come out with. I don't feel in danger, and there's still a lot of... Oh, shit. I say as I get fucking cursed. There's still a lot of things we can do to improve the character. How's it going, dude? Finished campaign yesterday, just got to mapping today, and taking it slow. This is one of the harder maps we've run. But even here is fine. Only time maps feel dicey right now is when you get to the Abyss. But yeah, somewhere along the way in Act 3, we just started to out-level like all the boss content. This is map 2, tier 2 right now. We just cleared our first corruption, and we're looking to rush essence points on the Atlas Atlas passive tree.
Destruction!
At the moment, essences are insanely broken for crafting, to the point where I have pieces of gear that I could just regal, I think, and they'd be upgrades, but I'd rather save them and use an essence with them. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So, on my other character, I initially swapped to hybrid, so armor evasion, because I was going dual wields. One thing that I realized while I was doing it is that technically you could swap to armor evasion and stay block. Right, so you just end up with... Oh shit, this has the Black Crow. So we have a boss here. I'm gonna go do it. I think we'll be fine. More monster life. Extra damage is fire.
I need more time.
Could be a little spooky, but we have a lot of fizz damage reduction. Yeah, I think I will try to force... maybe I won't. I think this guy's bugged if you do too much damage. Which I guess we could.
You won't get away from me.
Oh, just straight up? I think we did hit it, actually. Alright, well... Oh, I can't leave either. Oh, shit. The thing finally happened. Okay, so all we do is go log out screen. Oh, shit. And then town, right?
What is it?
Alright, well,
These are our supplies.
lost the hardest map we'd done to clear, but
A useful
it's whatever.
trade. Of course.
Save the base. And then trash
Choose which
the
are useful
belt.
to you. Go.
Another friend had hit that, so we'd already kind of walked through it a bit. But yeah, I'm running these maps basically just magic for now.
What is it? Quickly. Yes? Go then.
Frustrating because I was pathing over there too. Let's just go here. We're going to get a fracture orb. Another reason why getting essences is priority number one. Getting any decent base with
Destruction.
like a good prefix on it for weapons, adding attack speed essence, and then fracturing when it's 4 mods is easiest way to start crafting a weapon. Found a single divine in campaign, and it was from an abyssal trove, pretty sure, or a coffer. It was in the interludes. But not too worried about that yet. Only time we're really going to be looking at using divines is if we get a Viper cap. And I have no clue if you can chance that.
Foul beast.
Or how long it would take to chance.
I can't yet.
We might do some testing in softcore. I think well, I guess I don't think item rarity affects the chests, but I'll let you know when I find my first like drop.
I can't yet.
Currently pathing down to get what's left of the maximum life on tree, as well as evasion based on armor and gloves, and then some attribute stuff once we start pushing into the 3rd tier of weapon bases. Empyrean's insane. I'd heard that was right as well, like somewhere around 200. Somebody had done another version where they tried the ancient omen as well. I had every single heavy belt I got I chanced in softcore, and I think I hit like 3 waist guards.
I'm not ready.
But the Viper cap I feel like people aren't running it as much on the chance side of things, because the only reason why it's worth anything is if it hits +5 or like -5 surround. So it's probably not worth it to chance orb for it. But in SSF, like divines or whatever, like I could use them to divine a weapon up if we get good mods and like shit rolls, but otherwise they're just kind of chilling. It's not like PoE 1 where they're useful for some kind of crafting resource or anything.
Misguided for nothing.
The other option for chancing is trying to get the max fire res shields, which is probably going to be pretty good. But we could just get a max fire res shield rare as well. +5 versus +3. We're currently running Earthquake. Something I was thinking about swapping to try is I did initially run Sunder. And as we go through this SSF playthrough, I'm definitely going to get a better grasp on the names of essences. So Enhancement sounds like it could be the Fizz one. And if it is, that's insane for us. Again, another reason to go essences. Let's see if we can get... Also, any Hammer of the Gods build is really strong.
Without will.
Ah, okay. So Enhancement is
I need more time.
increased armor, evasion, or energy shields. Which is okay. That's basically just a regal for us. You don't seem to be taking damage. I'll show it off in a sec. We got really, I would say really lucky,
I can't yet.
at least in campaign. The Unknown Seer, or whatever, the guy who gives you free uniques, laid out a pretty good shop.
I need more time.
And I don't play SSF enough to know if I passed up like a decent opportunity, but we're playing Smith anyway, so I don't want to branch out, but We were shown a Nebulock. But at the same time... How do you pause? Oh, okay, can't pause in the map. And show inventory, so just give me a sec. Bubonic Trail also shuts off regen, I'm pretty sure. But we got the Hollow Mask. So additional fizz damage reduction, plus some chaos res. And it has minus elemental on it, but the whole point of being Smith is that elemental is like your biggest strength, so combos really well.
I can't yet.
Just gonna hammer the gods that. And once we start getting some area of effect on Hammer the Gods, it's actually decently strong for clearing out Abyss. Nebulock is really good for shields. I just don't know how rare it is. Like, if I wanted to roll a shield build or like try shield stuff, like, will I ever see it again? I'm pretty sure I can. I don't think it's a tier 1. If it is what it is, but my guess is it's not. Right now our damage is lacking, partly because of the weapon, partly because of the lack of support gems. Something else, if you really are looking for divines, just run the, what's it called? The vaults, the unique map where you just go through and click a bunch of stuff. I've gotten consistently like every 2 to 3 of those maps, divine drop. That shit's crazy. Oh, we got a depths too. Fucking A. Alright, these maps take forever now. This is gonna be dangerous, so just try to play it safe. Also want a full clear. Something I stopped doing, but I might want to bring back for early mapping, is taking some of the Warcry nodes. Solid. These depths have +1 to area or like monster level as well, so just getting able to full clear as well as just picking up the chests is still half decent. The chests have a chance to drop the desecrated currency. Which we'll see if I prove that.
I can't yet.
Or if it's just gonna be a waste of time. But XP is XP. That's something else I'm gonna have to get used to. Never dying in hardcore means you're always getting XP. Very funny. Yeah, we'll see when we open every chest here if we see any of them drop, but for me it's way more important than in softcore where you can just buy the desecration things. Chaos Orb's decent. It'll take me a while to get into crafting, I think. Got a rare up there. What is it? Meteoric should be fine. Two lesser jewelers. Is lesser the one we need or no? That's just 3, okay. That's nothing. Holy. Okay. Soul Flame should be fine. We might have missed the chest down there a bit. Not too important. Okay, let's see what we got at the end here. Wait, what? Yeah. Okay, so that was just a white chest. We got a preserved collarbone, which is huge. When it comes to crafting for replacing your like shitty gear, probably not as much. When it comes to crafting a weapon, yeah, I think you're right. But if we just start on a good base for the weapon, it shouldn't matter too much. Okay. What is the rare gonna be? Single rare, Undying Will, Last Grasp, so he's gonna come back to life. This should be easy. The Hammer of the Gods Aftershock might just kill. Nope. The res takes too long. Holy. One thing I haven't gotten used to is the stun animation sometimes just doesn't stop these abilities. Ooh, Anvil Mauls. Is it good? Oh. Good suffix, but we have to hit a good prefix. Okay. We have a boss in here. I did stop weapon swapping. We still can do it, but my offhand's not very good. So for now, it's just easier to Rolling Slam into the stun. Get the Hammer of the Gods off. Go for the kill. Don't teleport, motherfucker. Stay here for a bit. Later, bruh. Sweet, and we got a T3. Those boots. Currently we're rocking a +2, but we got 3 Fizz mods.
Go on.
Okay, so gear, we ended up with, again, we got lucky, Hollow Mask on the final interlude. Aftershock right now is something that I learned about in 0.2 is like when people are talking about why their damage is too low or like why the damage on nodes on the tree are shitty, they're just ignoring certain mechanics, but we'll get to that once we get to gear or gems. So Hollow Mask is really strong pickup. Our weapon was decent. We rolled this early. I don't know if this was Act 4, but this shield is insane, and I think when we hit it, if we wanted to go for a shield build, we'd be doing killer damage. Just 400 armor, and then the Fizz damage reduction is really strong. Again, this amulet was insane. Got it from the quest in Interlude 3. So melee skills, life. We got spirit. Don't really need it, but still good. Strength in all attributes. This ring, I'm waiting on an essence. This ring was really strong. We used an essence on it. Gloves are okay. Again, high life. Belt is high life. And then boots is high life as well. We were looking for a shield upgrade though. Something like this is even decent.
Go on. This is all we have as expected. Of course.
Let's see if I need to use any lessers. I do need lessers, okay. We don't have enough supports though. Lesser on Wind Dancer. More break. That did matter. Max res. 37 chaos is decent for this early, but it's not ideal. Something I could do is swap back to the armor applies to chaos. We still have 2 nodes in res. This one we could swap back to armor applies to chaos, and then this one's basically mandatory. Oh, Aftershock, yeah. So they added, there was a skill gem in 0.2 that scaled your Aftershock chance in a way that, like, basically how you understand Aftershock. I think they tweaked it this time around, but like, currently we have Seismic Cry, and that gives you 1 Aftershock when you use it on like a stunned enemy. The Aftershock here on the support gem is a 2nd Aftershock. So if we hit the Aftershock on this percent chance, and we have Seismic Cry up, Hammer of the Gods can hit 3 times instead of 2. And you can see our Aftershock chance here. So for Rolling Slam for Hammer of the Gods, we're at 58%. That's the 35 on the support, plus the 18 here. So this wheel's insane for any slam build. 10%, 8%, plus the 5% here. So anytime I rolling slam, basically every other should apply the Aftershock. And you can just think of Aftershock as double damage. So you can see it's super common. Hammer of the Gods is the only thing we have a 4-socket on right now outside of the auto attack. Rocking Heavy Swing, Ancestral Boosted, Hourglass. We should also, once we get another support gem, swap this to the Giga Ancestral Boosted. But yeah, outside of this wheel, and this one up here, we're not doing anything unique. Actually, I should probably remove these. AoE is good, but I don't think it's that worth. Looking to come down here and just grab max life.
Yes, I've changed my mind.
This wheel also is really helpful for fixing up any of your resistances. Currently running SSF, so we have no access to the currency exchange. It's part of why I'm looking forward to the new patch hitting. Okay, wait. What do I want? Do I want to deal with shocked ground on this boss? Probably not, right? Let's try to go for a more chill map. And people's fucked. Could just run this. Nope. I keep bricking my maps. I swear there should be like better mods for my character, but doesn't seem like there are. I think you're guaranteed to get the fractured orb, so it doesn't really matter what you pick. Pen is insane. Curse is insane. Yeah, all these mods are terrible. I don't know, man. That'll do. Yeah. Do you have, so something that happened last time, I don't know if you linked anything, but you can try linking again, or just, if your character's up on, like, Pewee Ninja, I can just find it. But yeah, warrior gear by itself, or like the armor pieces are pretty straightforward. The weapon is not as straightforward. You just have to continuously kind of check the vendor and then save your currency for the weapon, essentially. Something I want to do testing on today is maybe seeing if Leech is broken. But what I'm guessing is actually maybe one of the aura supports is being counted as Leech when it isn't. Otherwise Leech is going above the cap, and I have no explanation for it. Dude, every single time. God damn it. The dude critiquing my build for having to go back and pick up gear was right. Rocking Earthquake and killing stuff behind you works really well when you don't care about currency, but not so much when you do. See what happens if you link. It might get flags. But if not, just like take the character name at the top and I can just plug it in. If you're looking to get like good, there's a pretty straightforward way to craft weapons. So they added an essence that can put +6 onto any weapon right now, which is super helpful. I don't know how much, if at all, it's gone up in price. It's pretty easy to get if you play a good chunk. But that is massive, right? Like, having a good weapon is insane for Warrior. It made the end of campaign, Act 3, Act 4, feel a bit too easy. Well, I'll pull up, after this map we'll go softcore for a sec. They added a lot of deterministic stuff with, so Abyss is one thing, but the essence change was huge for crafting. Did just get slowed. Oh, this is dangerous. I'm gonna loop back around. Any amount of time, if there's just too many enemies on screen and I can't tell if the mob is Shadewalker, it's just dangerous. Undying Well, okay. Just a normal rare. Something else I haven't been keeping up on was leveling my gems up. I don't know why skill gems are so much more rare than, or support gems are so much more rare than skill gems. I'm guessing it's my, again, my loot filter. Because if it isn't, I don't understand their balancing.
I need more time.
Like, thinking about it, this was never an issue in PoE 1. You could always just buy whatever supports you wanted. I don't know why they'd want to put that as a pain point in the game. So, I'd rather blame Neversink. I might look to get more damage. Or swap to Sunder, just because it looks cool. So this Wisp is alive, even though there are no rares, because the boss is here. I don't think it'll take us to the boss, but it won't actually. I don't think it'll possess it, because if we had to fight a possessed boss, we're probably not ready for that, but it's helpful that it's going to take us there. I'm annoyed, but eventually we might swap off the helm. I feel like we'll never swap off in hardcore. No, we will, okay. No, never mind, hold up. If we swap off, it'll be for the Viper Cap. Yeah, so this dude took us to the boss here. Oh shit, it did get possessed. Well, that's a problem. I do not know this boss fight. This could be dangerous. Probably not, though. I just need to get the stun off. Move out of whatever that is. Got the stun. I'll wait for Infernal Cry. Did he just move out of that? Oh my fucking god, dude. The AI in this game. I think I can play this a bit more reckless. Like, I don't think we're taking damage. But anyways. The instant Hammer of the Gods here is dead for sure, I think. Can't move out of that motherfucker. That's Burning Ground.
I'm not ready.
Alright. Give me that Fractured. Joink.
Go on.
So that could lead to us getting a weapon. It's gonna be 1 in 3, so we'll have to do that like 3 more times before we're guaranteed it, but pretty big.
As expected.
Oh wait, give me that back.
Indeed.
Alright, gonna swap to the softcore guy real quick. Off of that boss, that is guaranteed drop.
Yes.
So when you look at the
Hail.
if I pull it up, whenever you clear corruption, so if you clear corruption, there's the cleansed icon. If it says on there your map it contains a measured fury or whatever, that means the boss is in that map and the boss is always going to drop. There it is. The Immured Fury area contains. So if you go there and kill him, guaranteed fracture. So for a good portion of leveling in softcore, I went essences. These are a bunch of the essences that I picked up. I used a ton as well. They're insane for softcore, or they're insane for SSF because you can guarantee mods that are really strong. They're insane for softcore as well if you want to just craft your own gear. But the one I'm talking about is Perfect Essence of Battle. So it removes a random mod and then it augments a rare item with one of these mods. And in this case, it's +6 to lovable attacks. If you use this on a mod that has 6 affixes on it, it's always going to rip a suffix. They added other things here. I don't think we have it. There's an omen that makes it so that you can only rip either a suffix or if you wanted to rip a prefix. Basically making when you use that more deterministic. But I would look into a video for like how to craft a good fizz weapon. There's a few on YouTube would be my guess. Cool. I don't know if you linked, but it didn't pop up in chat, so hit me with the name. The other one that's really good for weapon crafting is Essence of Haste. 25% chance to gain onslaught on killing hits with this weapon. Okay, let's see if this will work. Can you search names? No. Post like the second half of. So like I just clicked on a random thing. That's the second half of the Pee-wee Ninja URL. It includes like the guy's name and then the character name. Send that. I should be able to get it. Basically anything after the character. God, the auto attack, man. Attack speed plus maybe. Do I have attack speed on the tree? I feel like I don't. It's crazy just how much the flat attack speed on the weapon is. Yeah, that should work. I got it. The current one doesn't have the +6 on it. That I see, at least. It's got Fire Pen, which is probably not super useful, unless... I don't know what your character's going. Yeah, probably not super useful with the setup you currently have. I'm seeing Mind Crack, the Great Hammer. So it's increased fizz, flat fizz, and then those are the only 2 mods that are super useful on that weapon. But most weapons you want to look something like this. It's going to be the increased fizz, the flat fizz, attack speed if you care about that, level of all skills. You can force the level of all skills, you could force onslaught. The other prefix is either hybrid or this other affix, which is just gain % damage as extra, which again is just another essence. So like these weapons that you can make are essentially just 3 essences. Extra damage as fire, extra damage as cold, extra damage as lightning, or extra damage as fizz if you want it. I'm guessing the +6 was better, but it must have, depending on how low the fizz on it was. That's probably not true, so. But like your weapon with how much fizz it has on it compared to this weapon destroys your weapon. Because of the plus level, because this affix on the prefix doesn't factor into the sheet DPS here, this gain damage is extra. As well as just this aftershock thing at the end, which is really strong. If you don't get the aftershock one, you normally go attack speed. Just looking at the rest of the gear. What do you have issues with? Because if you're only looking at damage, the other 2 sources are gloves and amulet, really. How's it going, Stone Goat? Yeah, rest of the gear seems decent. When it comes to the value of stuff, yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, so when I say decent, it's like I don't think any of this is holding you back. That's a good way to put it. From a how do I get better or how do I get tankier, there's definitely like almost instantly things you can improve on. Specifically, if you're taking the max fire res, you just need to start juicing your max fire res nodes. Do more damage and live forever. I'll pull up this is gonna be free, basically. So this is a unique you can buy. I think you can see the in-game shop, right? So Rise. So Rise of the Phoenix can go up to 6 corrupted. So if you hit 6 corrupted, right, you put that on. Now your max fire res is at 6, and all your elemental res is, like, goes up to 6, right? Huge. And then this jewel against the darkness. So we got max fire res, max chaos res. You probably don't want that. These are fairly cheap, depending on the other mod, but you can pick up one of these with any mod you want. And what that's going to do, don't double up on the resistances. Doesn't really help Smith. But any of these put in like a really good location will give you another 5 or 6. So here I'm getting 5. So that right there would give you 11 maximum all elemental resistances, which would make your character much tankier. As long as you could get your resistances up to capping that. How's it going, Stonecoat? think I saw you. You've been streaming a bit more.
No mana.
I've been feeling bad about not keeping up on the playing the Into the Grave, or the game that isn't like the beta, but I'll probably get back into it eventually. Oh shit. Hell yeah. That's always good to hear. Don't do it. Don't rush into using any of your currency just yet. Let me find a video on this. I also got to figure out how my go-to, who my go-to content creators are going to be, if I want to link to anybody. Basically, for me, when it comes to using currency or using money, whatever, I always decide to, I'll play it safe, right? A lot of other people have put out content that, they've done the work. All you got to do is just go find it. All right, this guy posted 2 days ago, and it's a YouTube short.
Oh my god, we found a base.
All right, we'll see if this guy knows what he's talking about. Sure. Let's see if I can link in my chat. First dungeon wrapped up. That's solid. I need to maybe I'll wait for the class revamp. I've been bouncing around games. I just got back into PoE by playing hardcore SSF. Upgraded my PC and got Borderlands 4 for free, but I'm kind of over it. Anyways, that video should kind of walk you through what you need to do to craft the weapon, and it's going to show you the different essences. I think it'll show you the different omens as well. But it'll set you up into a situation where it's like, when you look at it, you don't need to ask anybody else before seeing if you should or should not use the essence on the item. You'll just kind of like, no, then. Makes you puke, dog. Borderlands has always been okay in my book. For me, it's the storyline has been. It's not for me, right? Like, it's more fun. Target demo's definitely younger, but it's just fun to play like a. It was scratching the itch that Deadlock was without any amount of like try hard sweating. I could just play and shoot heads. We'll go through it actually. I'll level up here. We'll get a shop revamp, and then we'll see if we get a good base to start crafting on. But the goal is for you to not do something that could otherwise be guaranteed, right? Like, we don't want you to use the essence on a weapon that maybe isn't worth it, or is going to remove a mod that you actually want to keep. It's crazy. So I've been making content for PoE, and like, my instinct right now is actually to make React content, because a bunch of these streamers are putting in their own... They're making videos that are like, this is exactly how it is. And I swear to God, they don't even play... Like, they're talking about Melee, and they don't even play Melee, so, like, why the fuck would... Like, oh, why can't you move while using Melee skills? It's like, I don't want to move while using Melee skills. Stop trying to make this game fucking Vampire Survivors, dog. But anyways, I'm just using the live streams to rant on that kind of shit, and I think what I want to do with the videos, the standalone videos, is to try to put my version of what they're doing out into the world, which is like, what is my version of like, this is the truth, this is how things are, instead of just shitting on other people. I started playing Mega Bonk Man. Vampire Survivors is good for what it is. But when you're trying to take the ARPG genre and move it in a direction, I would much rather go Souls-like than I would go fucking Vampire Survivors-like. Please stop making this more of a brain-dead experience. We'll see. We'll see if I can figure it out, dude. It's this little hardcore endeavor has been giving me confidence. The character that I was running in softcore, I felt like was really strong, and we're currently out of campaign on a hardcore solo self-found character with no end in sight, basically. The only danger we're in is certain rare mobs that are like not very common in maps. That could be one of them. Nope. We're in a pretty... Oh, that could be one of them. Nope. Alright, we're safe. I'm just frustrated because I don't know. Did you ever play oh, dangerous, all good. You ever play the game that everybody's enjoying a lot right now? So Silk Song came out. That's the sequel. I forget what it's called. I never played it. I feel like we're in a, like, while there are a bunch of games coming out that are pretty lowest common denominator, I feel like we're still getting the good stuff too. GTA 6 is coming out soon. It's been like 13, 14 years. It's a difficult game, from what I've heard. Ooh, big chest. Give him some good weapon upgrade? Maybe? Not bad. Not the base we're looking for, though. Yo, Valheim? Holy shit, dude. I never thought about playing that game like an RPG. That's kind of fire. They've added a lot of content since I played. I think they added 2 completely new zones. When me and the squad first played that game, it was some of the most fun. we'd had in a long time. But for me, I'm not somebody who... I guess that's not true because we did do it with Minecraft, but like, it takes a certain type of game, for survival game, for me to play it again after I've done like the progression once. But I 100% agree with the vibes, dude. I just remember that first zone. Like, I could just stay in that first biome forever, man.
I'm not ready. Dodge this.
Oh. Massive spike. Back down. Alright, let's go check the store. See if we can get an example base for me at least. Come on, let me leave, guys. My friends got way into the base building. My friends got into the wolf farming too.
Speak. This is all we have. Gold is useless. Time is of the essence. Yes.
What is it? What do you need? Go then.
Greetings.
Alright, so this is hybrid crit. This is okay. Probably not the best though. Sounds good. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Good luck on all your shit, dog.
Greetings.
We are currently banking gold, so another thing I can do instead of focusing on these bases in the vendor is looking at actually gambling bases. We've got a few set up here. I currently don't have any essences, so when it comes to crafting, I'm still looking for essences, but let me pull your character up again. So the weapon you had is corrupted, right? I don't think you can actually use the essence on the corrupted weapon you got.
Can I help? All the best.
Who sent you?
Right now, hybrid is one of the...
Fine.
Greetings.
So do you want to... I'm going to go back to the other character. And I can literally craft a weapon on stream in a sec. But it kind of looks like what that other guy was doing, right? So... trying to think of how I would want to put it. Endgame crafting involves a fracture. If you don't want to completely craft and like guarantee a weapon, we can kind of talk about just getting lucky.
Yes.
But once you get your prefixes done, you can guarantee your suffixes, essentially. Let me see if we have any weapons in the waiting. this is a version you could do if you were interested in a weapon with reduced attack speed. There's a new mod that you can almost guarantee get. But
Oh, it's you.
honest, I mean, it might be just better to buy. But let me see if we can do. Do you want to learn? I can try no fracture, and all it would take is. Huh. Okay. Another option is to use this Essence of Abrasion. And it's been a while, but if you grab your hybrid,
Oh, it's you.
so let me do this on, let's say Sacred, whatever. Or, sorry. Best weapon, you want one of, so let's just see one of these. High Fizz with +6, cool. So there's a version of this that's incredibly cheap. You're gonna have reduced attack speed on it. I mean, I am about to buy this, and it seems like it's the only one. Well, hold up. All right, so yeah, super cheap. This is tier 2 hybrid. You can look for a good suffix, but the suffix is because we're gonna kind of blast them. It doesn't really matter. Recomb is like one way to do things, but like if you're looking for the perfect weapon, you can check crafting tutorials. If you're looking for a really kind of entry level easy craft, this would be it. So I'm gonna buy this thing. It's hybrid.
It's yours.
One exalt. You're gonna take the hit on reduced attack speed, sadly. Grab your essence, which is abrasion. Toss that on. So now we've got 2 of our 3 prefixes, and then you're gonna jawbone. So how jawbone works is it picks if there's open suffixes and shit. It's gonna pick at random. So because there's empty suffixes, we have to use an omen. In this case, we are looking for the prefix omen. So this omen will allow you to only add your desecration as a prefix. So if I hit this, and then I jawbone it, it's going to put it on the prefix. But this mod specifically, that'll guarantee this like entry level craft. Let's see if I can find the name here. Kurgles. There's another omen that guarantees Kurgles. So guarantee a random Kurgle. Desecration attempt will only add prefixes. Get your jawbone. And now we have a third prefix that we get to unveil. So we've got your essence flat. We've got your hybrid. I just bought it for 1 exalt. I'll show you in a sec. And we hit it. So our prefixes are done. And I'll show you in it. I'll pull it up in a sec. Something I haven't done yet is set up window capture for a website, but PoeDB does a good job of showing that stuff. Okay, so I just linked the PoE2DB list of maces, and if you just scroll down to the bottom, there's going to be a chunk of weapons that are essentially like the third tier, and any of them are good bases. So if you scroll down to the bottom, Massive Great Hammer, Tawoan Great Club, Ruination Maul, Fanatic Great Hammer, Iron Great Hammer, Sacred Maul, Anvil Maul, all of those, so I think it's 7 bases, any of those are good. Doesn't matter. You can pick and choose which ones you want based on the implicit. So Tawoan gives you crushing, some give you stun buildup, others you might want to use for like auto attacking, etc. So like the go-to ones are Massive Great Hammer, and Tawoan, I'm pretty sure. So if you, so that's what I just showed you in a version of this, right? What I just showed off is guaranteeing you triple prefix. The only issue is you have reduced attack speed, so if you don't like playing the game like real slow, this might not be the way to go. But like, can you see, when I pull up the market, can you see it in game? I think, yeah. So you see me on the market right now. Right now I'm looking at Massive Great Hammer. You can search for increased fizz. And then you can search for accuracy, local. And if you look for magic, rarity, this is going to pop up all the hybrid rolls. And depending on how much you want to pay for your, like, to start it, you can, you know, put the minimum here. But at this point in the league, these are going to be pretty cheap. You can care about eye level, but again, if you're just looking entry-level crafting, if you buy the cheap hybrid on any of these maces, use this guy, Essence of Abrasion, which is then going to give you 2 prefixes. Use the double Omen combo to put on the 3rd prefix. Your prefixes are done. And then what you were asking about is how do you guarantee with the +6, and potentially if you want with this as well, is your prefixes are done. You just double exalt. Our suffixes are garbage suffixes that don't matter. Because the entire item is full, anytime I use one of these essences, it's going to replace a suffix. So if you have a base that's just increased fizz, you're going to be missing out on an affix. Because there is no hybrid desecrated mod. But so if I click, depending on, let's see which one of these is cheaper.
Oh, it's you.
You want to use the cheaper one first. They're both around, they're both pretty cheap. So this one has around 200%, but the issue is the reduced attack speed. And this is like the most entry level craft. So like this by itself is probably like less than, I don't know what these omens are going for, but almost positive they're going to be cheap. Okay, so this one ended up being 13. Kurgel's gonna definitely be lower. Okay. So we bought the base for 1x. We used an essence that was probably 1x. We used omen that was like 13. We're around like 15 exalt for triple prefix. And then these are gonna be 20-ish each. And you could get unlucky here. So I'm gonna hit the base with the haste first. Rerolled something. I'm gonna hit the base now with the +6. All right, unlucky. So this is the only part that's RNG. It ripped off the haste. We've got more though, so I'll put the haste back on. It ripped off the +6. So, anyways, if you do this and you don't have like, I mean, divines are selling for like a shit ton of exalts right now, right? Yeah, 400. So these essences are pretty cheap at this point.
I'll post it right away.
All right, we got it. So anyways, this is like super entry level. If you want the version of this without the reduced attack speed, it costs significantly more. But we can... Let me actually check. Let me try that real quick. When I say significantly more, I'm not actually... I don't know if that's true. If you want to look for... No, okay, we can just go... Okay, yeah, so this is why it costs more. If you're looking for just a really high flat fizz roll, the bases are much higher in price. Let me just do two-handed mace. I don't really care about the base type. Ooh, it's still getting up there. So, the one I just showed you, definitely the cheapest way to go. This thing, you end up with reduced attack speed, but then you get onslaught, which is 20% attack speed on kill. So they kind of offset. You think it might be a trade filter issue? They're not cheap. People know at this point. Anyways, the other version of this is, let's go massive, 3 rune socket, normal. So this is another option. So they added new exceptional items. They can drop with extra sockets. And if you just look, I don't know how cheap is cheap for you. Let me see if this is actually the right base. It is, right? Yeah. I'm going to grab one. This is just all RNG.
It's done.
Pick it up for
I'll
cheap.
sort it.
Hopefully at this point in the game, you've got a good chunk of perfects and then just hit it yourself, hoping to hit massive fizz, right? And if you just buy a cheap base with 3 sockets, eventually you're going to hit T2 fizz in some way. And then you craft off of that, which we've got 13. So like, let's see how many times it would take before we hit. Kind of curious. 2-handed mace, 3 socket, normal. These are shitty. Anvil Maul we can try. Oh, I forgot, man. I forgot buying a bunch in a row is
It's done. I'll sort it.
You have to like pull it up in your web view. But this is something that, like, when you're talking about like, oh, don't waste your currency, it's like I'm actually really confident in the success rate on some of this stuff. Just how it works is it's basically almost guaranteed for you to get certain things. And that's kind of where I'm leaning more towards these days. Let me pick a base type. You don't want to necessarily craft on Ruination or this auto attack one, so let's just do massive again.
All right, your order is registered.
Okay, so these ones you definitely want to sort by exalts, because the exalt to chaos ratio is way off right now. Good to know.
I guess it's worth that.
Oh shit. It spiked. Never mind. Depending on these bases, man, people are gonna buy them out. People will list them low, whatever. But eventually, I don't know how much these perfect transmutes are. We just had a bunch. You might hit something where the prefix is fizz, and then you're in a really good spot to craft. The other thing you can do with these, instead of just trashing them after you've done these two, is to put on attack speed, put on a desecration, and then fracture. And if you fracture the attack speed, you annul it down, and then you cast spam. There's just like there's a lot. Anyways, I'll grab one more just in case, and if we hit, we hit. If we don't, going back to software guy. Sacred.
Sure thing.
Cold damage, unlucky. You can pull up PoEDB has mods as well. Let me actually check what the chances are of hitting that will take. 15% of the time you'll hit flat fizz. 10% or like 8% you'll hit fizz percent. Another 10% you'll hit hybrid. So like 30% of the time you'll see a fizz mod. It's not necessarily guaranteed to be a good mod, but it's pretty high likelihood you'll see something eventually. But okay. So I'm looking to do. We have an ascension opportunity here. I don't know where it went, but it is somewhere. There it is. Good luck. hit trials. I don't know how dangerous this is. Unlucky. Okay. Deal reduced damage versus just another one here. Yep. This is RNG. Item level does matter, but that's for like endgame, endgame, endgame. Item level matters for what physical mods you can roll, but like at that point, you're gonna want to start with a fractured base anyways, so it doesn't necessarily matter. We'll see how far we get. Goal for this one isn't to clear, but to just see how strong we are in trial, and then try to build up some relic base here. Okay, so triple suffix on basically, or suffix on all of them. So then the next orb that you hit is going to be the important one. This is, I mean, if you want to go for this style of craft. Yeah. The other one that I showed off was super cheap, super consistent, and gets you a good amount of phys damage plus onslaught plus 6 to attacks. The one we're doing right now is just kind of like the next tier up, because you don't, all your investments up front. You're not buying an Omen of Light and gambling 3 divine every single time you click. You're just buying a fairly cheap base for like 10 exalt, 5 exalt or something, and then just seeing if you hit. I guess we go slow. Straight in. But yeah, it's funny because you're talking to me at like the worst time for this, where currently I'm playing SSF, where like I can't purchase bases, I can't do much. All I can kind of really do is play. So that's where my head's at right now, honestly. I'm like really enjoying playing the game instead of crafting. Or not instead of crafting, instead of SSF style crafting, where there's so much consideration in like what you're buying. Yeah, yeah, no problem. There's a lot of room out there for people to make kind of similar style content. So if I ever wanted to do like a crafting guide, that's another option. There's a ton of different ways to craft weapons right now. You brought up recombinators. That's another massive way to do it. Because if you can just get... what would it be? So it would be really high, flat... Like that's... Sorry. Recombinators is probably why when we looked at the increased fizz damage magic item, like those bases are selling for so much. It's because people are probably buying those to then recombinate into that plus like a really high flat fizz or something. But that's another gamble that eventually will land, but like until you hit it, it's just you're just deleting items. But yeah, I was doubting myself for a little while there. I still am doubting myself. I feel like 0.3 might just be, like hardcore might just be easy. We're gonna go up and then go down. But I don't know. I also maybe think that, no, it doesn't make any sense because the PoE 1 guys are like, they know exactly what's up. They're just hyper fixated on clear right now. Hopefully the patch will change that.
You are no warrior.
But okay, so I was going through this expecting us to not be able to clear every single time I've played Warrior in the past. It takes me 2 or 3 attempts at Sanctum before I can get my next 2 Ascendancy points. We have yet to take any honor damage. I don't know what's happening. We're going Escape, we're going Gauntlet. What this means is I feel like when I play softcore, I just make characters that are shitty and slam my head into walls instead of actually playing the game. It's kind of crazy. But we'll see. The 3rd floor might be way harder. That's going to be my guess, honestly. I don't... no, that's the kind of shit where you start getting... Bro, karma's gonna get us, dude. Even when I'm talking about like going into the maps where I'm like, yeah, my character's feeling really strong, like I don't think anything's gonna kill me. As soon as I hit the abyss in the map, I think in my brain like, wait, maybe this is it. And it's just gonna be a straight up clip of me acting like a throwing my ego around and then getting donked on. I think we go Enfeeble. I don't want to deal with less. So Gauntlet into Escape. So I know how it goes. My character definitely should have died once during campaign without the respawn at checkpoint. And it was exactly to that mod. It was a Shadewalker Abyss mod that just got on my character and I tried to dodge away and I guess I didn't dodge far enough.
Destruction!
But since then, we're cruising. The thing I'm not looking forward to is bossing. So similar to how we did campaign, we could just over level and like over gear the bosses to the point where we're one-shotting them and not doing any mechanics. That seems kind of lazy. So I won't stall as much, would be my guess. We're going up. Enfeeble's just damage, right? It's not attack speed. Oh, it's 20%? That's fucked. I thought we were gonna get the reduced at 10%. That is a pretty bad mod, then. I also don't know how much danger we're in. The second boss fight is probably the spookiest. But if we double stun and Hammer of the Gods, probably fine.
Impressive endurance.
Yeah, floor 1 is super easy. I think floor 2 is probably going to be just as easy, but floor 3 is we'll see.
The foe ahead is formidable. Steel yourself. Beware of the burst.
Yo, what the fuck, man? Phasing through mobs. We also don't have armor break right now on. It's whatever. Okay, the fact that we're not insta one-shotting this, the first boss means the second boss is gonna be a nightmare. So I definitely need some weapon upgrades. Myself, actually.
Hammer and anvil.
But maybe it won't matter, because we'll be tanky enough. I'm guessing that's not the case.
I knew you would succeed.
But yeah, good to know we can pretty easily cut through these. We'll buy this, we'll buy Sacred.
Right, we go with
These other ones don't really matter. This one's free, but
we
whatever.
will succeed.
I'm gonna save the... I guess we'll use it on Jules. Oh shit, Royal? It's fine. One thing that I'm unsure of is if I'm taking advantage of a bug as well. Gonna cut through the middle. All ruins are basically really flexible at the moment. So you kind of want to plug in whatever your... give me a sec. If you need to cap a resistance, toss that resistance in. If you need to cap an attribute, you're good to do that too. If you need to spacing out, what was it? Chaos, there we go. If you need to cap Chaos Res, which, I mean, in software I don't even know how important that is, but early on I was putting a lot of Chaos Soul Cores in. I just think they're kind of expensive now. And probably not worth it if you don't care about dying. Oof, we got hit by a fucking beetle. Yeah, okay. So floor 2 is going to be significantly harder than floor 1. Just go straight here. And then I'm guessing we'll, if we clear the bosses at the ends, it's going to be at the cost of a lot of honor, and then going into the third floor, we're just going to run out of honor.
I'm not ready.
Why is this taking no damage? Oh, because I'm doing less damage. Fuck.
I can't yet.
Damn, those boots are huge. Just gotta hit movement speed. It's not this way. I just went the wrong way? What? Oh no, lever, okay, cool.
I can't yet.
What? Dude, fuck gauntlets, man.
Destruction.
This isn't fun. That's a huge pickup. That's an honor and a boon. That is not... Oh, can't do it. Afflictions are unknown is a fucking nightmare. So if we did want to keep going, we just can't do it. We just gotta go here.
Stand tall. I would give anything for a sip.
Ritual into escape. That's gonna be another really hard question to answer. In general, it's gonna be life, but it depends on your setup. And if you're talking body armor, the issue with smith and armor is that because we're using a normal piece of gear, the increased armor is like less effective because you can't roll the flat armor mod on the item itself. So it's probably more likely the health is going to be better. But it just depends. And that's kind of why I really enjoy where the state of the game right now. You just got so much flexibility. Am I missing? Is that what's happening? How the fuck did that hammer do nothing to these guys?
Crush them!
The ritual has been disrupted.
We can check the pledge, but we're probably not going to take it. Yeah, fuck that. Traps. Oh, shit. We're going down here. I guess we have to do that, but I don't want to die to that. That would be. I would be so mad if I died to Sanctum.
Sow this one!
Like, losing honor is one thing, but actually dying in here, I would fucking lose my shit, I think. Gold mail. Yes, yeah. If you're using a shields. Maximum fire res is so important.
Stand tall.
Because it just gives you all resistance. It's like the core feature of the smith. We're not using it yet. We need to unlock these ascendancies. Oh my god, dude. Alright, so we kind of got smoked. I think this run's done. We're gonna run it out, see if we can kill the Act 2 boss, but there's no way we can clear the next 4 seeing one less room ahead. There's not gonna be possible.
I need more time.
But picking relics up along the way is super good.
I can't yet. Crush them!
So let's plan.
Monsters deal less damage. You have more defenses? More defenses could be good. What can I buy? I can buy both of these. That's huge. So we'll do less life and then more defense. Could have done maximum honor as well. Oh, wait. No, we just go up. Okay, there's still a shot then. We just go up and then we just don't take the thing at the end. Fuck you. I don't know where we're going. Probably down here somewhere. Oh shit, I can't go over. Maybe it's down here actually. Chests. Is it up there? We just went the wrong way? Fucking whatever, man.
I'm not ready.
So that was just me being impatient. I could do this heal up. This is for the boss fight. A minor random. Let's do it, fuck it. This could be really bad though. Hey, nice. Didn't matter. Got lucky. Ooh, okay, goal is to get a double stun or just a single stun and then hit them both with Hammer of the Gods. It's just going to be really difficult to kill both of them. And then as soon as you kill one, the fight gets much, much, much harder, so... Ooh, they are getting stunned really significantly here, though. I keep missing on the seismic. Or back to the game plan. This needs to kill him. Kill them both. Let's go! Okay, these guys were harder, in my opinion, than the third boss. The hard part of the third level is actually getting to the third boss, though. You don't get ascendancies for this, right? Yeah, no, it's I don't know why this altars here. Can't purchase shit. We're looking for do small relic. And if we have royal. Nothing else, okay. But yeah, if we hit... Okay, we'll go bottom here for sure. Depending on what we hit here. This is gonna be... I guess those are the options. It's either possible or it isn't, but... This run could end pretty quickly. Yo, fuck Leap Slam, man. Oh no, there's more? Fuck. Oh, 20 seconds, we're fine.
Impressive endurance.
I'm not ready.
I'm out of support gems, man. The game just hasn't given me any. I'm working on it. I think, sorry, I take it back. It might be the loot filter. I might have to take my loot filter off.
Relish your mortality.
Gold. We just get to go straight here. You can do rapid attacks and then you can do rage 3. Dodge this. This might be one of the easier gauntlets. You go left here, actually? Oh god. Oh, we blocked it. Get fucked. That was super easy, hell yeah.
An oasis in the desert.
Oh my god. Okay, so we have to... That's so bad. I could just keep taking less. It just seems like we're not gonna kill. But if we're just never on low life, this is not that dangerous. I guess we'll find out. It just seems like the wrong call, so we'll probably go even less damage. So we'll be doing no fucking damage. The boss just won't die. That's my guess. %60 less is just so rough.
I've nowhere to keep that.
Ooh, we're running out of space. Why is that there?
Stand tall.
Insect.
Okay.
Of respite.
It's giving us outside of this kind of shit. I could just take this and just risk it. There's only 2 here that are unknowns. We're doing it. The alternatives were just too brutal. I think the damage on low life would have been fine, but we're playing hardcore, so like, I don't need to keep risking things when we don't need to force this ascendancy here. Oh, we're not even gonna make it. I just looked at my honor. We're not gonna make it.
My satchel is full.
Pretty unique. Just not a bad belt. Oh, fuck. I didn't realize. I think that it's because we have extra trap damage. Yeah. For a second there, I thought we got high chaos res. It's whatever. Okay, restore. Save me, please. And now we're flying blind.
ritual has been disrupted.
Don't fuck us. Come on. They're both gauntlet. And then we don't know what the final one is. It doesn't matter. We go up just to see if... Sometimes the parameters are really good. God, why did it have to be gauntlet, man? Fuck off. Oh shit. Do I go up? Okay. Yeah, that's a dead end, I see. I don't think it's this pad here, but it could be. It's this one down here, right? Or not. It's that one. Back to the fire, then we go up. Okay, okay. Show me a param where you take something off and give us something that doesn't mess with us. That's incredible. This is incredible. We're taking the top one. Yeah! 50% more. That one is a savior for hardcore, I think. And then Sacred Waters, whatever. So the more damage is huge. We don't know what this is. This could be run ending. Monsters deal 30% more damage. This is not run ending. This is completely, we could still do this.
Destruction!
What did I get hit by?
Cower!
Oh, is that the rare? It's annoying. It's gonna all come down to how quick I can stun this boss.
I would give anything for a sip.
Whew, alright.
Beware the scorpion sting.
Must beware of the stinger.
I don't think we're in any danger of dying, but who knows. We might be. Whoa, we definitely are. Oh, we lost. My character fell. I was like freaking out for a sec.
Blessings.
Alright, GG's. Oh, holy fuck.
These are our supplies. Go.
Yeah, it could have been terrifying, but it's all good. I just need to play that boss fight safer. I don't know it enough, but yeah, we're just eating damage there. Put these away until till next time. But oh, this no, yes. So this if again you're looking to run this yourself and like don't know why it's so difficult, this mod is what I need. So once I cap that out at 75%, then that hit would have done like nothing. So we got another. When we come back here, that's what we'll be focusing on. Up to 40%, so we would have taken 40% less honor damage there. It's huge.
What is it?
Oh yeah, we got a bunch of jewels too. Looking pretty bad. It's not a bad amulet. Could be better.
Go on. This is all we as expected.
Anyways,
Of course.
yes sir. Gonna head out as well actually. Good timing. Thanks for stopping by, dude. I'll be around. And hopefully the character doesn't die between then and now. If I do anything important off stream, I'll probably record and then post another vid, but for now, awesome. All right, GG's.